trackside at the minute. I please ask that you are all come towards the trackside standing for our next ceremony. We'll have Tony Midgley doing this presentation for the Ethan Stevens Memorial. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Dan, and thanks, Renee, and congratulations, Renee. It's another fantastic event, and it's my privilege to be invited for this, the third time and the fourth running of the Ethan Stevens Memorial, to deliver to you guys today, ladies and gentlemen, I guess a few words about Ethan and his family. I'd just like to ask a couple of Ethan's mates, Jacko, if you could come out. So we'll walk out with Ethan's old bike. It proudly adorns the 3A plate that he won as a 12-year-old, I believe. And we will walk it out on track while I deliver a short dedication to Ethan for this, the fourth ever Ethan Stevens Memorial Weekend of Madness. In preparation for this over the last few years, ladies and gentlemen, I've taken a few different approaches. And this year I decided to reach out to a few of Ethan's friends. And I asked them all for one or two words about Ethan as a person and as a sports person. Strong, reliable, honest. What a dude. Committed, hard-working, trains hard, very talented. Ethan's energy was infectious, and he looked out for the underdog. His dedication and passion was nothing short of inspirational. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who never met Ethan Stevens, I'm just going to talk a little bit about Ethan's journey. So Ethan, just over 4 years now. Christmas 2020, Ethan was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. 10 days, Ethan was in hospital, starting Christmas Day, with intense chemo. The tumour had shrunk, and he'd returned home. Ethan spent 17 days at home. He made a note on his personal Facebook that he loved coming home to a big steak meal. His mum, Kimberly, cooked him a great meal. Of the 17 days at home Ethan had following this initial 10 days in hospital, he had 5 rounds of chemotherapy, 6 physiotherapy sessions, and 4 trips to the emergency department with high temperature. Subsequent to these 7 days, Ethan developed pneumonia. He made a comment on his personal Facebook that he loved all the messages he was receiving from friends and family during this period. Ethan's family packed up their home with the help of their friends as they were faced with the long, hard haul of Ethan being in Brisbane. They were told that Ethan would be in the cancer ward in Brisbane for approximately 6 months. The next few days, Ethan had chemotherapy as an outpatient. One morning, when leaving for chemotherapy, Ethan's mother, Kimberly, who a lot of us know well, became upset, understandably. Ethan turned to his mum. "Don't cry for me, Mum. Let's just do this." On the 11th of January, Ethan received his very own signed Cowboys jersey. He was just so proud. Pictures, the comments he made. Ethan also made a comment about how he taught the physiotherapist what a BMXer could do on a physiotherapy bike. I think the bike's never been the same since. 14th of January, a few comments. Chemo, COVID, and another lockdown. 20th of January for Ethan was hair loss day, 3 days before the end of his finishing of chemo. 21st of January was the last day of him actually being an outpatient and at home. 22nd of January, the last day of chemo. And I want to share a little story with you that came from Ethan's family last year. On his last day of his first round of chemo, Ethan was extremely disappointed that he hadn't done better. And his oncologist said, "Ethan, most young people, when they finish chemo, leave here in a wheelchair, and you're still walking." His auntie made the comment, "Cancer has never met Ethan Stevens." Ethan moved to intensive care shortly after, in late January. The 22nd of January was the last day that Ethan got to speak to his mum, dad, and his awesome little brother, Jet. His last words to his mum and dad were actually fining his father for fussing over him. So he fined his dad $1 for fussing over him. was the last words Ethan spoke to his parents. 12 days intubated, 26 days on life support. Ladies and gentlemen, cancer sucks. It really does. 20th of February, life support, 15 days. On the 1st of March, Kimberly and Michael were dealt the news that no parent wanted to hear. There's nothing left we can do. You need to consider when we can have permission to turn off Ethan's life support. 3rd of March, cancer took Ethan Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 69 days of the life of a terrific, honest, strong young man. 69 days. Just want to share with you something that Kimberly shared with quite a few people. Please excuse my notes, the wind's not going to be about here. Kimberly shared this on her personal Facebook. I'm not angry at the world, but I sure do have a deep understanding of child loss. It's not something you ever move on from. It's a heaviness you must learn to carry with you for the rest of your days. Sometimes it's so heavy you fall down, and other times you can carry it for a short while. I want to leave you all with a couple of quotes from Ethan's personal Facebook. And after Ethan passed, his mum and dad had access to his mobile phone. And in his final days, Ethan had saved some quotes on his personal mobile phone. And I just want to share a few of them with you here today to conclude this dedication to a wonderful young man, Ethan Stevens. Ethan, you may be gone, but you will never be forgotten. Just going to share a couple of quotes of Ethan's. Never beg for something that you can earn. No matter how you feel, get the hell up, dress up, show up, and never, ever give up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you all to cast your eyes to the gate, and we'll have a dropping of the gate. We will follow that with a minute's silence to remember Ethan Stevens, and we'll then have a short musical interlude. Thank you. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of Ethan's heartbeat just days before Ethan left us. And I just wanted to share this strong heartbeat with you today as Ethan looks down upon us. Strong, proud, Moranbah minor footballer, Moranbah BMX competitor. Strong and proud. I've shared this song with you for a few years, and this is a little bit of a change on it that I recently heard, and I'm sure Ethan would love it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here for the Moranbah Weekend of Madness. Renee and your committee, thank you for inviting me again to deliver this dedication for the third year. Thank you. Ethan, you may be gone, but as long as I'm here, you will never be forgotten.
Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies, hoping for the best but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop a bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, we can never say never. Sitting in this empty life is a short trip, the music's for the sad man. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever, forever young. Let's dance this night and dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies, hoping for the best but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop a bomb on our house? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, we can never say never. Sitting in a empty life is a short trip, the music's for the sad man. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever, forever young. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever.
We're all crazy and I'm all gravy till it 1-8. And every day we wanna rotate it the wrong way, which could cause age. Back to the good old days we made for the Lord taking. But we should stop to take the focus out the clock and give her all we got enough. Little kids, living there while we only in it for the minute. How many down for the minutes? I'm in it. I don't wanna spend all of it doing what I want. We the teaching leaders, we just need to free from ego. Wealth your family house, see your sequence, not your sequel. Equal find us, push the book on the stream and beat.
Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever, forever young.
Thank you, Tony, for that heart-warming speech. We appreciate your contribution to BMX and the BMX community.